for her. In business, there is no age limit for business. And there is no age limit for becoming wealthy. And there is no age limit for becoming healthy. The healthier you are, the better you are. I saw a 110-year-old woman run. But many of us, when they are, of our people, when they are about 101, even the eyes cannot see. When I went to America, I was driven by a retired policewoman in her vehicle. She had total knees, bilateral total knees, total ankle, and she was making money at 90. Retired policewoman working. When you go to most of the supermarkets in America, you'll find the age of Tata working. And then our young girls will say, I am tired. They are given a job. There's too much work, I want to relax. And then they complain there is no money, there is no food, there is poverty. You give someone work, it's too much work, let me go away. Our mindsets must change. Our attitudes need to change. We need to rebuild our attitudes positively for growth and development. And we will be better people. We need to create innovative products, like I've talked about. And this requires skills like risk-taking, creativity, leadership, and adaptability. Entrepreneurship, anyway, takes a lot of guts and a lot of emotions. It's like a roller coaster. It has its ups and downs, but you have the choice to scream and enjoy the ride. You will have so many enjoyable days, so many crazy days, but you have to adapt, persist, and keep going. Too many people in this world, like I've said, want a handout. You have to remember that when you're even starting a business. And as soon as you buy a small truck to start your business, they will say, too many people, even when they are strong and healthy, want a handout. Surround yourself with people who want to see you successful, and then you'll be successful. But if you surround yourself with people who are negative, they will be telling you you're wasting time. They will tell you, don't reach out. So you want to wallow in poverty because you are fearing to do something that makes your life better. Death is ordained for everybody, but that should not stop you from trying to do something. Entrepreneurs believe that anything is possible. Like me, I believe everything is possible. When others see possibilities, entrepreneurs see opportunities. And I want you to see opportunities in every challenge that we see in our society. Nothing is unrealistic. You can even think about building a plane. Here in Ottawa, you start the factory of building a plane. That's not unrealistic, it's possible. There is a way nature does its things. Things will fall in for you. They will support you. It's never too late to begin living a dream. It's never too late to begin living your dream. You may have suffered all through the years behind you, but now you can begin living your real dream as you wait for God to say, come home. Now, when you start your business, ask yourself, why am I starting this business? Is it just to make money, or is it to serve people? If you start a business just to make money, you are likely to fail. A mere idea will not get you money. Writing a business plan is not in theory. You need to take action and do something. You need to get uncomfortable with the status quo. Begin to know that even at the level you are in now, even me at my level now, I am uncomfortable. This is not okay. I need to be better than this. I can do better. I can be more. Ambition doesn't peak. If your ambition peaks, you collapse. If you think you have reached the summit, there is only one way from the summit, down. So if you want to avoid coming down, keep going up. Keep going up like an eagle. Keep going up. And those who think they are fighting you will get suffocated because they will lack oxygen at a very high altitude and they collapse. And you'll find that life will really be a real beautiful thing to live. Keep challenging yourself. Refuse to believe that this is the best you can get or you will get out of this life. You can get more from this life. Okay? I want you to appreciate that ideas are only 1% of the journey. 99% is action. I have this cut out from a newspaper. I don't know if you can see it at the back, the last person. But what I wanted to highlight here, it's saying we have plenty of people who can tell it like it is. And many people think that I can tell it like it is. Not so. There are so many people who can tell it like it is. Now we need people to tell it like it can be. To tell it like it can be. I think I'm telling that as well. But that's not enough. We need doers, not talkers. Don't start saying, I will talk, I will tell my people how. Just do it. If you become doers, then we'll need people to tell it like it can be and then make it happen. Whatever dreams you have, make them happen. Okay? When you create your business, now we're going to the real thing if you already have a business. When you create a business, hire professionals, hire rock stars. Don't go for relatives who have no papers because you want to give them jobs, you think you can work with them and pay them cheaply. Don't go for people who are cheap. If your business is a hotel business, many hotel, I think what? There are those in catering, there are those in what are they called? Huh? There are chefs who are in the kitchen. Even chefs, I'm talking about all those. What about the ones at the reception, the ones who do dressing of the plates? What do they call them? Waitress, house food. I don't know what that is. But what I'm saying is, get people who are trained to do what you want them to do. If you just get somebody who doesn't even know how to dress the bed, and you think you are going to employ them because you can pay them 1,000 shillings in a day, you have lost it. Hire professionals. So many schools, so many institutions are training qualified people. The first employees you hire in your business will make or break your business. Recruit people with intelligence, energy, and integrity, and pay them what they deserve on time. Okay? Consider everyone in your business replaceable. That's the challenge if you recruit relatives. Sometimes you fear to fire them because you say, where will they go? But if you recruited them anyway because they qualify, and they are messed up, fire them. I've recruited relatives also in my business, and I've given them warnings. If you mess up, you are fired. Completely fired. You can refuse to receive me at home when I come home and meet you. But not in my business. Okay? Never make someone control something in your business. That makes you vulnerable. When I was starting Kumi Orthopedic Center, okay, let me come to that. Be a one-stop center. Now this is what I wanted to say. When I was starting Kumi Orthopedic Center, I agreed with my colleague that since he had the imaging facilities, he would do the imaging. Unfortunately, the service was far away from the unit. Someone would come with broken bones, and then you'd have to move out again. But when they went there, the people had hired were not the truly professional people. The patients would wait for long. They would come back in pain again through the rough road. One day, one patient told me, "Doctor, I've suffered more than I thought I would suffer. I thought I was coming for the pain to be taken away, but I've had no pain." That time I started building the storage part of the hospital. What I did, I immediately stopped building the storage hospital and I cleared the ground for the imaging. When you start your own business, be in control of all aspects of your business, and then you will deliver the way you want it to perform. But also in business, you need human skills, which are also called soft skills, and that's what's lacking in our community. These are central to the success of any business. You must be passionate about what you've started and what you want to do. You must have a work ethic. When people come to your business at 5, they are sure they'll find you at 5. When they come on Saturday, they are sure they'll find you on Saturday. But this work ethic, you program and let them know that on such and such a day, I'm available. On such and such a day, I'm not available. And that when you do from 7 to 8, this is what you're doing, people will understand. From 8 to 9, you must timetable yourself in business. But remember that I said, do not also just get so hooked up into the business and forget to live your life and have time for rest. You'll burn out. Or your family will break. Because you spend all the time making money and you're not taking care of the kids, you're not taking care of your wife, you're not taking care of your husband. So you remember you need to balance this out. And then you need to work hard. And you need persistence. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. That's what Albert Schweitzer said. Without passion, you cannot transform or accomplish anything. Do what matters to you. A work ethic refers to the set of values, principles, and attitudes an individual holds towards their work. Their approach to completing tasks or responsibilities is also what contributes to work ethic. It involves qualities such as diligence, dedication, responsibility, punctuality, and a good commitment to producing quality results. It's a non-negotiable pillar of transformation and business. Work ethic is discipline that is ingrained in your attitude and approach to life. Work ethic is routine and is predictable. It helps you build a system and a rhythm that is unbreakable. There are no secrets to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure. When you fail, you know you are actually succeeding because you are learning something. Hard work requires dedication, perseverance, and willingness to go beyond minimum requirements. It will always be a constant moral attitude for higher achievements. There is a difference between hard work and overworking, also known as burnout. Remember not to burn out. If you burn out, you've gone. It involves putting significant effort, time and energy into tasks or activities to achieve a goal. Hard work can lead to personal growth, skills development, accomplishment, but it is important to balance it with rest and self-care to prevent burnout. Business can be emotionally taxing, and the pressure to perform can be overwhelming. Join a service club like the Lions Club of Kumi Central, and then you will not burn out in your business. You will have time for rest as you serve the less fortunate in our society. Christian fellowships are also one way of preventing burnout. You close your shop, come and do praise and worship, and that helps you restitute yourself as you put yourself in the path to God's kingdom. Refuse to give up, and that's what we call persistence. Adjust your approach, learn from failure, and to achieve. People will criticize you, people will reject you, people will actually bring harm to you. They will have prejudice, they will call you names. Refuse to give up, persist. Now, I know I've been going through the processes, that's what I'm talking. You are thinking through on how to create a business. You will get that in more detail. You can refer to changing our world. Okay? And for you to build a new business or enterprise, you need 3 things. You need to know your product. If you say I want to supply water to the schools or to the shops or to what, drinking water, you need to know your product better than anyone. You need to know your customer. You need to know the likes of your customer. And then make sure that you deliver to the likes of your customer. And then you'll be able to retain your customer. Stay consistent with it. And having a burning desire to succeed. Start small. This is how we started at Kumi Event Center. We started with another small building which had only 40 beds. And we sank our own well. When this thing after 3 days hit the real well, the water was more than 100 meters high. And instead of laughing and smiling, I cried and I shed tears of joy. It was so hard to get water in Kumi. But I got water in that place. Do you know how much it will cost to pay water bills every day? Especially when you have our people from Ogino, they leave the tap running, the water is flowing, the meter will go to the roof. So all the money you get from operations will go for paying water bills. So when you're setting up your business, think about things that will help you run with minimum process. It's beneficial to start small. Don't start very big. I want you to think and dream big, but start small. You can experiment with different pricing strategies. Even the marketing channels, you can just rely on WhatsApp and Facebook. But when it becomes very big, you can go everywhere, including television, including work, everywhere. And sometimes those things just follow. Not so. So you will see many things when you start small and keep growing. Don't be in a hurry to scale up. It's easier to manage when you start small. You tend to provide a more personalized service. The people say, can I provide you with yogurt? Every other day they bring yogurt or bread. They become your supplies. Or honey. You just keep moving around. I've seen it even with people sell clothes. They have their customers. Even before you want a new shirt, they've come, doctor, there is also this one. It fits you well. You can take and pay after 1 month. That's business. Okay? That's a marketing strategy. You tend to provide a more personalized service, like I said, and then you build a stronger reputation that propels you to grow in scope and size. Who doesn't know Ekure in this country? They may not know the person, but they know the name. However much you try to soil the name around here, even from Sudan, they will come looking for who? Ekure. That's about the reputation. You build the reputation from good service. You build the reputation from delivery. Okay? Starting small also has more financial risks. Okay? You can start that business with your 1 month salary. You can start that business with a small loan from a circle, and that can help you. I want to skip this thing of developing a business plan and securing that. That is not what you need. Okay? But remember that people you recruit should be there of right skills and experience. Then you should share your vision and mission. Market your business. Do not sit on your business. Use social media to market your business. Google, Facebook, whatever it is, Instagram. So many of those things. Those are big spaces you can use to market your business. Okay? Embrace and embed the spirit of excellence. Now, I don't know whether you can see this. You can also market your business through your physical appearance. I went to a restaurant in Nashville, in Tennessee. And the first thing I saw, they say, clothes make the man. Naked people have little or no influence on society. If a naked man came here now, what would you do? You would all run. If another man came in with a suit, even if you didn't know him, what would you do? You'd give him a seat. So when you are doing business, the way you look like in your show, if you are dressed smartly, people will come. If you are dressed with torn shirts in your show, people will say, this guy might be giving us low prices. Yeah? If you are doing food business and you are not clean, you are not smart, you are not wearing well or dressed well, people will not come and eat your food. Be smart. Be sharp. That helps market and grow people. And there are some who have run business very well. They will put there very beautiful girls, especially those who do other businesses which are against our church of drinking. They will put very beautiful girls dressed up skillfully. Then when the man drinks, he starts seeing really beautiful girls. And they will keep going there every other day. It's a trick. There are also airlines that do that. The air hostesses, When you come to church, get to know who your neighbor is, get to know what they do. There is a time our reference gives us to do that. When you go out after service, don't just dash away in your car. Don't be too busy. Network, get to know the new person. Exchange business cards. And that person might refer a client to you. That's how business is done. Networking. And they say networking is an investment in your business. It takes time, and when done correctly, can yield great results for years to come. They also say your networks is your net worth. Now, let me show you something. This gentleman here, through networking, I didn't know him, but I presented in a scientific conference. And when he had had my paper, the applause who gave me from the podium and how I responded to the questions, and how we researched from here, that was in the United States. Got so excited, he came to me closely. How can we work together? Now there are two big things coming up from this gentleman. One, he bought equipment for us worth $11,000. He's already delivered his equipment from the equipment. That's how God works from networks. Two, we are going to be starting this coming year 2026 is our major training to start training orthopedic surgeons in Congo, together with Dr. Ekure. And is willing to pay the first cohort, whether we take 10 students, one is going to pay for the beginners to the end of their course. That is networking. And besides that, he's running around now in the US, working out, looking for ways they can support our work at Kumio Orthopedic Center. That's what networking does. Okay? Now, diligence is some careful work that you have to do in a persistent manner with effort. What we hope to do, or what we hope ever to do with ease, we must first learn to do with diligence. You have to do things right at the right time. You will realize that business tends to have phases. There is a phase when you will sink, and there is a phase when you will rise. Okay? Diligence is the heart of every business that has succeeded. It requires that you do the right things and doing things right. Do not take shortcuts. I told you about wanting to buy things from the easy suppliers. Fake gold, fake one to make quick money. And then you also want to do business without registering a business. And then you want to dodge taxes, you must pay your taxes. Otherwise, Uganda Revenue Authority will clamp you down when they find that you've been dodging taxes. There are people who have changed the names of their business several times because you're trying to find and make a look like you're disappearing. It's not even Christian not for you to pay taxes. Even Jesus said and answered the other one. Pay what belongs to Caesar, and what belongs to God. Do not hide. Remit social security to the relevant authorities. Once you have recruited even one person now in our country, you are meant to contribute that money for that employee to the National Social Security Fund. The level used to be 5 employees, but now, even if it's just one, you must contribute some form of some form of pension for the later part of that person's life. Okay? So do that when you start your business. Do not fear. It's possible. But remember not to use money for... There is what called financial planning. Create a financial plan to filter the possible distractions in your finances. If you start spending money without a financial plan, when the Reverend invites Dr. Ekure to stand in front to raise money for himself, you might end up bringing all the money that you have for your business, and then you start again struggling. You must have a portion that you say, this is for God's work, this is for the business. Do not spend at source. Many of us do not have bank accounts. We want to keep money in our pots, and that's how we fail to grow. Open a bank account for your business and have a separate account for you as an individual. So once you start a business, you must have a minimum of 2 accounts. must earn a salary from your business. Do not think all the money which is in the business is yours, and then you are free to use it the way you want to use it. And that's why we're telling the church also, all the offertory must go to the account. You sit and plan and see how to use it. Do not spend at source. What should help you if you want to spend for emergency days is what we call office interest. There is no business which is so small not to have office interest. If your capital is 1 million shillings, you can have an office interest of 100,000. Look out, work out the financial plan. You need to filter out these distractions. You see, with social media now, we have a lot of groups. This group, someone has died, they say, we're doing 50,000, 20,000. And you'll come under pressure. That's all who has not contributed something. Let me also pledge 10,000. Where is it coming from? Unplanned expenditure. If you do not attack the business. Until you have earned the salary, that's what you are free to use for school fees, for burials, for weddings, for all those things. Let your money for a business grow and allow the business to grow. Without a written plan, a come one day tactic won't let you win. You will fail. But like I said in the beginning, as you start your business, be mindful of the impact of your business on the environment and humanity. Integrate environmental, social, and governance principles, what we call ESG, into your business operations. And when you start early as your business is starting, that helps you even minimize and save costs. It will help you adopt practices such as reducing energy consumption, waste reduction, water conservation, reduced use of chemicals, optimizing resource usage. The above will lower the operational expenses and increase the profitability of your business. Remember that money is finite. And this is what you need to remember. Even when you just earn a salary and you're not doing business, remember that money is finite. It has a limit. Learn to say no 1,000 times. I've already told you, many people want a handout. I told my story when I was still at the hospital that as soon as my salary will come, at that time we're earning directly from the accounts, not through the bank account. You'd find a long line of people that you only shed tears. And all the money was gone and I had no money for food. I cried. Learn to say no. Okay? And I'm saying it in church. Of course, the Reverend will tell, help everybody. Learn to say no. You can only help so much, but not everyone. Otherwise, your business will work or will die. Spend every shilling like it's your last. You can't find us at Shell because this we used to have a sitting joint at Shell. I don't know what happened to that joint. Then as soon as people come from the bus, we say, let me give you one round. 100,000 is dying. When you are praying this church, you say another round. Then you can't even go. At the end of the sitting, at around 10 p.m., you have hammered 500,000, which is maybe 10% of your capital. Spend every shilling like it's your last. I'm not asking you to be mean. I told you, apportion some money for God's work, apportion money for yourself, apportion money for the business. That's what I talked about financial planning. Okay? Business is built on relationships. Never burn bridges. And have a thick skin. Let me tell you, if you think life is easy. A few months ago, someone almost lost a mother. Why? They said, when I consulted someone, he told me if I didn't have 12 million and above, I don't bother. That's why I even took longer to bring my mom. But my heart was telling me something else. Then I talked to Dr. Ekure from Mulago Cancer Institute. He gave me your contact and he asked me to bring my mom. But Mama was very But that's what they want, they will say. And they will speak like with authority like they are professors of a great business. They know everything about it. And they have delayed so many people. So you have to have a thick skin. But even when you know the person who has said that, bite your tongue. Don't say anything. One day you may need that same bad person, or that bad person will come to you wanting for help. There is a life story. Someone might say, this guy is not a doctor. This guy is not a doctor, he's just a businessman. And they say, well, he's not even that qualified. You see, stupid people realize all woman was blocked by a rule. Open up the penance. But the person, you see, rumors and gossip, they will always go around, not so. Then the person ends up bringing the old one to be fixed. That happens with a lot of embarrassment. And like I told you, our core values as a hospital, we have to stay professional. Even if it's your enemy, stay professional. Don't say this is a chance. No. Even if someone has abused you, stay professional. Our work is to heal the sick person. It wasn't the sick person who said those words. It was somebody ignorant. So have a thick skin. Be prepared. They will use a lot of words for you. People will question your source of wealth. They will start saying, or the president gave him money. Or he crossed from FDC to NRM. They bought him. They will say anything. The loudest can make you doubt your own talent. Silence will help you focus on your objective. Prove them wrong through performance. You will eventually prevail. I have said, business will automatically bring for you money. But you don't open it just for the sake of making money. You open it to cover a gap in society. You look for a gap. Like I was telling Mr. Su, the schools we have are not enough. There are so many children still roaming around. If you open the school and you're wanting to fill that gap, the parents will bring them to you. They know your qualities, they know your service. The money will come. Oh, what you're doing, you're covering a defect, a deficit in society. You know that in Kumu you don't have what you call a bakery here. You don't have a bakery. Most of the bread we get is from either Bali or from somewhere else. It takes a number of days. You don't have fresh bread in Kumu. If you start your own bakery and provide fresh bread, you're covering some defect. If you know that during the dry season people don't have water, and you start a business of providing people with water, that's a business. You remember for a long time people feared this business of burying people. Now we have funeral services. It's a very big business. You're helping people. Even washing clothes. There are people who are so lazy that they can't wash their own clothes. You can start a business of covering that for the lazy. The lazy ones will bring money to you. Dry cleaning. Even polishing shoes. There are so many things you can do. But remember, when you start doing that business, people will question you, people will doubt you. You have to grow a thick skin. They will throw so many words, don't get discouraged. I remember at one time someone was saying, oh, I want you to do well, don't become too rich. I cannot be poor, just be there in the middle. No mediocrity. You are either lukewarm or you are either hot or are not lukewarm. You are either poor or rich, but not in the middle. So pursue greatness, pursue wealth, pursue good health, pursue happiness, not in the middle. Mediocrity is what has killed us. But when you do that, grow a thick skin. Look again. My dear, let me tell you a life testimony of my biological father. He got an accident last year in March. I told my sisters to bring him at Good Orthopedic Center. They all refused. Papa was taken to this hospital unprotected, against my wish, and he ended up being amputated. All because they were told, no, the cause Has that person ever paid 100 million for treating whatever the patient had? People have ended up in wrong hands and complications because of the wrong information they hear about the medicine. Luckily enough for us, we have so many who can give testimonies about us. We never even have to open our mouths to say it's wrong, it's false. We let them say what they want to say. Our works will prove them wrong. They have worked for the hospital to close for a long time. The hospital is growing strong. Another year is being added. In Jesus' name. Never forget where you came from when you started business. Remember corporate social responsibility. Donate to the Lions of Kumi. Donate to the church. Donate to the schools. Donate to the prisons. Share with the sick in hospitals. Put God at the center of your business. Go down on your knees every morning and every evening and mention your business by name. God will make you stand before the tallest in society. Keep learning, keep working, and never ever give up. Give it to God. I went on my knees as we were commissioning the hospital. And I've never stopped being on my knees every evening and every morning, wherever I am, for my hospital, for my family, for my church, for my community, for the people like you. We pray for you. We want us to grow. We want our community to grow. But what is the real trick to the longevity of a business? Yes, if God is at the center of your business will outlive all the naysayers, will outlive you, will outlive everybody. It will continue growing. But it's a combination of factors, like I've said, God at the center. The first one is strong value proposition. Provision of products or services that meet a genuine need or solve a problem for target customers. I've talked about that one. Adaptability. Long-lasting businesses are flexible and able to adapt to changing market trends, customer preferences, and technological advancements. Innovation. Continuously innovate and improve products, services, and processes to stay relevant and competitive. Customer focus. Prioritize customer satisfaction and build strong relationships. Effective leadership. Strong leadership, strategic planning, and decision-making contribute to businesses' ability to navigate challenges and seize opportunities. Do not run away from your business too fast because you are saying you want to make your son understand you, then you run away. They will mismanage and the business collapses in your own eyes. Financial stability. Maintaining a healthy financial position, managing cash flow, and having access to capital are crucial for weathering economic storms. Quality management. Delivering consistent quality and reliability, building trust with customers and partners. Talent management. Attracting, retaining, and developing skilled and motivated employees fosters a productive and innovative work environment. Ethical practices. Businesses that prioritize ethical behavior lost everything. We lost our livelihoods. We must stop hurting. We must begin living. We must begin working. We must begin forging our future. Forget the past. Work now for today and a better tomorrow. In conclusion, the keys to personal success. One, it's a responsible decision. The buck stops here. It stops with each one of us. The guiding decision, I will seek wisdom. Please seek wisdom. The active decision, I am a person of action. Now repeat after me. I am a person of action. I am starting tomorrow. I have dreamt for too long. Some people didn't dream, They're just dreaming now. But the action is, I am starting tomorrow. The certain decision, I have a decided heart. This sign is very cold. You have not yet decided that you are starting tomorrow. I have a decided heart. Take the joyful decision as well. Today, I will choose to be happy. I will choose to worship God and thank God for 2025. The compassionate decision. I will greet this day with a forgiving spirit. I will forgive everyone who wronged me in 2025. I will start on a clean state in 2026. It seems it's only this side that is hearing me. I have not had this assessment. I will forgive everybody who wronged me. I will start with a clean slate in 2026. The persistent decision. Repeat after me, the persistent decision. I will persist without exception. Dreams are made possible if you try. Repeat after me.